252. 252. That's the number of plots of land I've acquired in Ekpe in the last 1 year, 6 months, 1.5 years. And the question is, why did I go hard? Like, why did I decide to invest in Ekpe that much, in this past few months, in the past 18 months? Why didn't I decide to, at that point when I was starting my real estate company, why didn't I invest in Ibejuleki instead? I will let you know in this video, and I'll give you a special offer that you can take advantage of at the end of this video. I bet you would want to see it. So guys, stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. My name is Odisamira, and this is the Lands and Houses TV, where I give you information that can help you make safe and profitable real estate investment here in Nigeria. If you're watching me for the first time, please do well to tap on the subscribe button, and then when you do that, do not forget to tap on the notification bell so that whenever I post new videos, you'll be one of the first to know. Alright guys, so quickly, basically, why did I decide to invest in Ekpe? First things first. At the time I decided to invest in Ekpe, people were not really looking at the Ekpe market. People were still investing, heavily in Ibejuleki. Yes, people still invest in Ibejuleki these days, yes. But at that time, when I was going to start my, real estate company, I decided to start in Ekpe. Now, first things first, first reason is because Ibejuleki started becoming saturated. And that's the truth. There was shortage of land. People were still trying to manufacture land, and so they were going deep into Ibejuleki. Some people were even, selling lands that were committed, and I felt no, this is not what I want to do. Now, because of that, I decided to look into other markets, and I discovered the Ekpe real estate market. And then I visited Ekpe for the first time, and I was wowed. Before then, I had thought that Ekpe was not as developed. But when I got to Ekpe for the first time, I was like, this place is even more residential than Ibejuleki right now. I mean, like right now, people can actually live in Ekpe more than they can live in Ibejuleki. Truth. Now, another thing is, I consider the fact that a lot of people were not looking at Ekpe. So it created an opportunity. Prices were low, and there were not so many companies there. Today, as I speak to you, there are over 31 proposed real estates. Okay, so like proposed estates, 31 proposed private estates that were launched in Ekpe between 2019 and December 2020. I'm talking about between, say, March 2019 and December 2020. 31. This just shows you that, a lot of people have discovered Ekpe. People are beginning to discover Ekpe. And I can tell you for free that there's shortage of land in Ekpe right now. I'm going to talk about land titles in Ekpe in another video, but I can tell you that there's shortage of land in Ekpe because it's either people are buying everything that there is, and Ekpe is not a very big town, you understand? So there's not so much land to go around. Now, that was the first reason I decided to invest in Ekpe. Another thing is, I started seeing the establishments that were coming up in Ekpe. So after visiting Ekpe for the first time, and I noticed that, the Alaro City was already situated in Ekpe. I've talked about the Alaro City. I'm going to drop the link to that video somewhere here. The Alaro City was already in Ekpe, and I was wondering, okay, why did the government decide to situate this establishment here? The Alaro City is a free trade zone, so it's going to bring lots of investments to Ekpe. So that was another cue, plus a few other investments like the Lagos Theatre. I was wondering, why would you bring the Lagos Theatre to Ekpe as well? And then I saw lots of banks setting up in Ekpe, some of these fueling stations like NU. NU was, at that time, NU was going around Nigeria setting up filling stations in different strategic locations, and they set up 2 in Ekpe. So I was like, okay, it's like these guys are positioning themselves, for the near future. That was another reason I thought of investing in Ekpe. Then I looked at the numbers. So in 2014, before the government decided to fix the roads in Ekpe and all that, the average cost of land per square meter was 481 naira per square meter. And by 2019, that was last year, the average cost of land was about 2,625 naira per square meter. That was a wide margin. I think that was about how many percent now? About more than 5 times the price of land, within 5 years. That was another, clue that got me to invest in Ekpe. And then the government started investing heavily in Ekpe. First of all, before 2015, all Ekpe had was like muddy roads, red sand. If you're traveling from Lagos, out of Lagos, there's a route to go through Ekpe. Now, everywhere was muddy, red sand. Nothing would even attract you to Ekpe. But when I visited, all the roads were fixed, tarred. And the good thing about Ekpe is that Ekpe has a very good road network. You understand? So imagine having tarred roads and then all the roads connect to each other. It just made sense. I'm like, okay, something's happening here. And now, when Ambode lost the governorship election in 2019, right, people felt that the government will remove their hands from Ekpe. Guess what? At that point, I told people that, I said, see, it's not going to happen. The mistake they made was that they had already set Ekpe up for success. So the electricity was there. They had fixed the roads. It was something that was going to happen. So out of fear, some people stayed back. I said, no, that this thing is going to happen. First of all, because the electricity is at the entrance of Ekpe, the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, was going to be fixed. And it made sense because the government has a stake in the electricity project. So the project has to fly. You understand? And so the road to the project will be fixed. Guess what? Today, as I speak, the Lagos State government has commissioned the construction of the road from Eleko Junction down to Ekpe T Junction. Ekpe T Junction is like, the junction leading into Ekpe, and the Eleko Junction is like that junction leading into Ibedu-Lekki, Free Trade Zone, the Dangote Refinery, and all that. Now, right now, if you drive past that road, they are expanding the road. They are not just expanding the road, there are also plans to fix the road down. And then they also want to fix that road from that place down to Awoyaya and then come from Ibamade Sonya. Think about what happened to the Lekki, the road from Mozumba, from VI down to Lekki Phase 1, down to Aja. Think about what happened to that road. So what happened then was that they fixed the road, then they put toll gates. In this case, I do not know if they are going to put toll gates. But it's the same contractors that fixed the Ekpe road that are working on this road from Eleko to Ekpe T Junction. So yes, that was a clue for me. In fact, just yesterday, I got the link to an article that said that the Speaker of the House of Reps has, how did they even put it now? So they ensured that the road from Ekpe to Ikorodu, that's Ekpe Ikorodu, road, would be constructed. I went to Ekpe some days ago, and I saw something happening on that axis. I saw something on that road. They were using granite and all that, doing some, what do they call these things now? Some excavations on that road. At that time, I'd not seen this article, and then I saw this banner, signboard, where someone was thanking, all those political banners where someone was thanking the speaker for listening to their cries. And then someone sent me the link yesterday, and I was like, okay, this makes sense. So now, think about it. The road leading to Ekpe is good. The Ekpe Ikorodu road is good. The roads within Ekpe is good. And guess what? The Ijebu-Ode Ekpe road is also being fixed by the Ogun State government. Now, think about it. When all these roads leading to Ekpe and leading out of Ekpe are fixed and are good, what would it mean? It just means that the cost of real estate in Ekpe would go up. Now, I was telling my team the other day that we are going to be changing our strategy for investing in the Ekpe real estate market, and I'll tell you why in the next video. We are not going to be doing the buying and reselling of lands. You want to change it a bit, and I'll tell you why in the next video. But when we saw that Ekpe was something that was going to happen, something big that was going to happen, we decided to invest in it, and we decided to sell, buy and sell some of this land, set up development in this land. Now, so far we have about 252 plots. Now, on one of our projects, one of our acquisitions, we are going to be building bungalows. This is going to start like in the next 1 month. We are going to be building bungalows because already the demand for this kind of housing is like in the last 1 month I got like 4 people who asked me if I had bungalows in Ekpe, and I'm like, okay, it's in the plan, it's part of what we have planned already. And then I was speaking to a friend who is a lecturer at Yaba Tech, and then he was telling me about the number of students that Yaba Tech was sending to their Ekpe campus. All these things are things that keep making me invest in Ekpe. Now, one of the reasons I decided to invest in Ekpe was the fact that people did not know about Ekpe. Guess what? Till today, when I tell people about Ekpe, people who have never seen any of my videos in Ekpe, people who have never gone to Ekpe, they first think that Ekpe is like a remote area. And when they go, last week we took some staff to Ekpe for the first time, and they were surprised. When they go, they're like, are you serious? You understand? Are you serious? And this is one of the reasons, we decided to invest in Ekpe. Now, when people do not know that, when people do not know about an investment opportunity, it's still very profitable. It's still very, how do I put it, attractive to invest in it. Once everybody starts knowing, everybody starts putting their hands into it, it's not as sweet as it used to be. And that's what's going to happen very soon in Ekpe. A year from now, it's not going to be that attractive to invest in Ekpe, because there's scarcity of land, there's shortage of land, people will start buying anything. People will start buying anything, and that's what we do not want. That's part of the reasons we are changing our strategy. I've talked about prices. Ekpe, at the point we started investing in Ekpe, the price, the entry point was lower compared to places like Ibejuleki and all that, and we could still get very good land. One of the issues with Ekpe is land title and all that, but I'm going to talk about land titles in Ekpe in another video, where I'll explain the land titles you can get. But guys, these are the reasons I decided to invest in the Ekpe real estate market. Now, a year ago, you could get a plot of land in Ekpe, in the Enclave 1 when we launched it, for about 850,000 naira. Yes, a year ago. This year, we sold a plot of land at the Nook Ekpe, for 2 million naira. And people invested. Guess what? With the plan for the Nook, a plot of land at the Nook in like 1 year from now should be like, say, maybe 4 million naira, 4.5 million naira with the plan. It's like that's the plan for the documentation, the plan for development and all that. 4.5, and this is being, I'm trying to be moderate. I'm trying not to over, value it. Now, in the beginning of November or sometime late October, we acquired like a new expanse of land, and we called it the Enclave 2. Basically, I just told you that might be our last how do I put it now, project in Ekpe. That might be the last project we are going to be announcing to the public in Ekpe, because we are changing our investment strategy. And then so far we've sold about, say, 20-something plots of land in that property, from that property. And then we pre-launched it at 950,000 naira. Then we launched it and we were selling at 1.5 million naira. Now, we had a meeting sometime this afternoon, and then we were like, okay, I think we should do a Christmas promo, something like that, and sell about 20 plots of land from this expanse at 1 million naira. So what it means is that we are going to take off 500,000 naira from every plot of land for the next 20 plots that we're going to sell. But this is going to be for a very limited time. Sometime, Josh, what was the deadline that we gave? December 31st, right? So December 31st, that's in 17 days. We are going to be taking off 500,000 naira from every plot of land that you buy for the next 20 plots. So what it means is that you have an opportunity to buy or to acquire at least one plot of land at the enclave to Ekpe for 1 million naira instead of 500,000 naira. So you get to save 500k. You can use that for payment of your survey fees or whatever. You know, it all depends on you. But you're saving 500,000 naira from every plot of land that you buy, you know, at the enclave to Ekpe. Now, in the next video, I'm going to tell you why I am changing our real estate investment strategy for Ekpe from 2021 and why you should take advantage of this opportunity right now, you know. All right, guys, that is that for this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you have any contributions, why not? Please let me know in the comment section below. And if you think that there are people who would benefit from this video, please share this video with them. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm. You know, the more likes we get, the more people get to see our videos and the more people learn. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video where I talk about our new strategy and why we are changing our Ekpe investment strategy. Peace. Bye.